are going to get the battlesuit like you would expect, and the quad comes in right away, pushes Zix away from that red armor. What happened to the quad? It's actually been killed there. Nice kill on the quad. Zix run out of rockets, but he does have a railgun to work with. Could do with Avik dropping him like the shotgun or the rocket launcher. Wow.
Need to be careful here about spawners back of this red room.
Well, he didn't need to hit that in the end. Did get the frag.
Well, they have a pretty precarious grip on the red room at the moment, but Avik has moved out to the LG and quad area disc, so this is where maybe they can bring back some of this frag difference.
Oh dear, FRS has moved in. He might get 2 frags here. The rail defense for Alpha Omega. He had to hit that shot. Red is up if he wants to go and get it. Got to be careful of some. There you go, they lost out on it. FRS just diving up the bounce pad and in on the red, so they might get the frags here and defend the room in terms of that, but they don't have a red armor to stack up on it. Cycle around a little bit. Zix also has a railgun. Avik, oh my god, all of them are so low. Keki's moved out to this upper yellow. He's missed out on the yellow though. Thanks to, I didn't see who the XT player was that picked it up, the name didn't come up. We're going to have to back off, but they're not in a very good position, as you say, precarious, compared to XT.
But I think that failed attack on red by XT, I don't imagine XT will do that again before power-up, so, you know, there's time for DX to make sure they've got someone good for this battlesuit. Most likely they're going to get the battlesuit. I don't think they're going to push on quad, but, you know, they are bringing this game back gradually. And they don't need to do it in, you know, a matter of all the frags back in a minute. They have to do it over the long term.
That's what's good about this map. Very tactical. You see wins there, 22 score, 12 net, 4.2k damage already. Of course he did have the quad damages, so a lot higher than the rest of his team, who are all similar damage to each other. There we go. Quad going to be picked up by Wit this time. He does have a teammate ahead of him. Gerper going to move in. Look at that rocket! The second rocket as well! Avik almost hitting the third and disrupting that quad. Look how delayed the battlesuit was. It was Wins. And it's a double power-up pickup. The free quad run now for Wins around the map. He's eliminated 2 DX players with weapons already. Is that going to be a third? Alpha Omega goes down. And now it should be so many frags on the way if he can just find them. 5 frags on this run. Didn't really get time to move out to the yellows.
Yeah, and that was a decent quad run. It kind of puts an end to the momentum that DX had. It was starting to bring this frag difference back, and
look at this.
all of a sudden now they're in trouble. Yeah,
all
this is
of them.
A great push by Wit and whoever that is
FRS.
with him. Yeah, so Wit and FRS. I'm surprised neither of them stayed. But you know, there is a big attack on in this red room, so that does need to be dealt with.
Yeah, deal with it and then go straight back. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, if the items aren't due up, they'll know the times that they took those items. They can get back there if they want to. I don't think they are choosing to, though.
No, there's another attack by DX who probably read the kind of situation they might be in if they didn't attack now. And this is a pretty good attack, actually. Gerper's down pretty low. Oh, it does manage to defend it with 8 health against Zix. It does have 25 armor just to try and survive that a little bit longer, but he's going to go into the grave from Keki's LG.
Well, it's very important that they come out on top of this fight now that they've committed to it. And it does look like they have won control of that red armor room, but you know, they had a lot to lose if that had failed.
Keki moving back for this up yellow. Perfect timing on that. Probably wants to stay around the quad, really. 20 seconds before it spawns. All of DX, they're gonna. What are they doing? They don't know what to do now. Only Keki with anything.
Can't afford to take damage in the lower area either. He just needs to make sure he's good for this quad.
Tell you what, that would have been a disaster if he had actually pushed through there and lost what he had.
And he's got 8 seconds to get to the suit. I hope he doesn't dawdle.
Drop down low. Here we go. He could get up to this rail position, late. Push off and catch the battlesuit. Wow, no one from XT picking it up, but the quad's eliminated by Wins. Great dodging from Wins, but look at the massive delay we're now going to have on it. A free battlesuit this time for XT, but it's going to become so important to get that quad first. I mean, that was the big benefit of rushing the XT room, is that they didn't feel like they were strong enough to push the quad. Because with a delay that big, I mean, it was very risky not attacking the quad.
Yeah, but great play from Wins to deal with the quad. I mean, you'd have to say, Wins, as well as he did in that situation, he shouldn't really have come out on top. Was a slight error on the quad's part.
A little bit
and that's
rash.
a huge moment in the game, because had DX come away with both power-ups there, and, you know, they both ran around the map getting frags, controlling areas, then we could be looking at a closer game, but as it is, score is heavily in XT's favour right now, and they're going to have to take even more risks, DX, to actually bring this game back or have any chance of bringing it back.
Yeah, it is closing in on 40 frag margin. Remember the frag mercy limit would be 50, which we have to call if it hits 2-4. 6 going straight up that bounce pad. Shotgun to hell by Wins. Those quickly pummeled by Alpha Omega, who's hitting some nice stats himself. 41 LG, 70 rail. 20 seconds before this quad, you'd expect the players to start moving to that direction now if they haven't already. Wins in this rail position, got to be cautious going around these corners with that kind of health. 10 seconds to go before quad. Well, 2 of the DX players aren't in position. Nice rocket play from Wins, although he did get railed. FRS moving through already, which suggests his team have got a quad. It's a pretty safe one, as Wins did ignore the yellow that did just spawn, unless he just didn't see it.
It's Wit.
Sorry, yeah, sorry, Wit. Oh,
wow,
he's been railed
rail.
off. Was he going for him? The battlesuit there, Keki getting the frag. He's going to drop down the back and try and get this. Oh my god, he gets knocked off, and then he knocks the battlesuit off. What a strange situation we just witnessed.
Yeah, and the delay now between the two is insane. This is 21 seconds. 22 seconds even.
See that?
No, and that's obviously, there is absolutely no choice now. It doesn't matter if you're controlling red or not, you're going to have to go for that quad well in advance of, you know, when it's due, because you're going to have to get in there and control that area.
Keep looking out for the 50 limit though as we approach it. It's
8 frags away. But this is one of those maps where, as we were talking about earlier, comebacks are possible. But rules are rules, I guess, at the same time.
Rules are rules indeed.
Rules are meant to be broken. Right?
Are they, Bob? Well, it's closer to 40 frags now, as it's a good time to rush from DX. About 40 seconds before quad is probably about the time you want to rush in.
Yeah, but XT were caught out of position, but they still managed to come out on top of that fight.
Yeah, it's a strange one really. I mean, it looked like DX were going to come out on top, but they just didn't hit their shots. Yeah, they go, still rushing in. Of course, attacking 40 seconds early means you can have a second wave of attacks. FRS down below, I'm going to switch away from him and find someone at the quad. Here's Wins, going to defend it successfully with the rocket launcher. Only 67 health, but does have a teammate supporting him there. Going to pick up this quad. Now just be careful of the ambush. Oh! He looked out for the ambush around the door, but Keki hit a really nice rocket on him. Battlesuit's still up. 10 seconds I gotta wait for this.
The only critic you have of Wins there is maybe didn't need to go in that soon, because obviously there is such a huge delay. He could have taken any route he wanted. You know, look for health, look for armor.
Here's Wins, Battlesuit. Pretty safe pick up, and we'll just get both power-ups. Thank you for the railguns. 3 more frags, we'll see them hit that mercy limit. 2 more. 1 more.
I'm not sure it matters though, this.
Well, there's 4 minutes left. Wow, Avik just instantly aborted the match. Okay, fair enough.
Well, he was keeping his eye on the score then.
He obviously knew it was just coming up. So
XT, comfortable victory this.
Yeah, it is indeed.